He started as a businessman, but soon found himself in the midst of moral chaos. Oskar Schindler's journey wasn't born out of heroism, but necessity and opportunity. He arrived in Kraków in 1939, driven by calculation rather than compassion. A charming, well-dressed man with ambitions, Schindler saw fortune in the collapse of Poland, and his enamelware factory quickly flourished using cheap Jewish labor. At first, Schindler turned a blind eye to the suffering around him. Stern, his Jewish accountant, became his right hand at work. Schindler invested in parties and deals. War was profitable. He played cards with Nazi officials by night and expanded his factory by day, believing himself immune from the horrors consuming the Jewish community. But shadows crept closer. The liquidation of Krakow's ghetto sent a shock through the city, and Schindler was forced to confront dark realities. The lists of workers became lists of the condemned. Stern, usually composed, pleaded not only for himself, but for families, for children. Schindler began to hear whispers behind the numbers, fathers and sisters, not statistics but souls. Small acts of defiance started. Meals slipped to the starving, secret warnings offered, a child hidden under machinery. Schindler risked his privileges and reputation, but each act drew him deeper. The factory became a sanctuary, dangerous yet vital. With Warsaw burning and trains rolling relentlessly, he realized neutrality was complicity. The war's machinery tightened. The notorious Amon Goeth, commandant of Plasso camp, terrorized thousands. Schindler drank with him, watched and waited, all the while bargaining for human lives. Each bribe, each list revised, each identity forged was a rebellion against extinction. As the Nazis retreated, Schindler had a choice: flee with his wealth or use it to rescue the few in his power. His enamelware factory was converted to armaments, a ploy, and Schindler's list was compiled. Over 1,200 names, each one a pledge of life, became his legacy. He argued, forged, and spent every mark he'd gained to drag his workers out of the darkness.